Hello and good morning. Joe Justice here, coming to you live from 950 Canal Boulevard in Charleston, West Virginia, Advantage Technologies headquarters. I'm coming to you today on December 14th, 2022. We are pretty close to the middle of the month. We are at Hump Day, Wednesday. I hope you're having a great week. I hope your holiday season is in full swing and you're having a great time with family and friends. I know we have been. We just had our holiday party over the weekend, had a great time, and keep an eye out because tomorrow we'll be sending out the recap of that video with some pictures and photos pictures and photos, that's redundant, isn't it? With some pictures and videos and stuff that we got to do that was exciting, so stay tuned for that. All this week, I've been talking about Microsoft 365 basics, and as I told you previously, there's a whole treasure trove of Microsoft 365 training videos, and I've got that in the comments, so you can click on that and watch those videos and see some of that training at your own pace if that's something that you're interested in. But what I was wanting to do this week is go through some of these video trainings little by little and add a little bit of commentary to help you break down and understand what these videos do and what they're all about. Today, I thought we would talk about sharing and collaboration. Now, I've mentioned in the past that sharing and collaboration are the real powerful tools of Microsoft 365. If you're in a large organization, you're going to know that one of the biggest challenges is in keeping control of your files. You know, you make a file, you make a Word document, and you email it off to somebody, and then you make some other changes to it, and then they send you back their changes, and then you're going through and trying to figure out what changes that they made, but then you send it to somebody else, but then they send it back, but they didn't make any changes, or did they? You can't remember, so then you try to compare the two and reconcile them, and you're not sure what's going on, so then you get a third one from somebody else with some notes, and it all really becomes a nightmare really quickly. Well, Microsoft 365 solves that problem with a lot of the collaboration tools that they have. So let's take a look at some of these collaboration tools, and we're going to go back to our Microsoft 365 basic training videos. Again, these are all free videos available from Microsoft, and the link is in the comments so you can check them out. But let's watch the sharing and collaborate videos. First off, let's share files with Microsoft 365.
As you work in Microsoft 365, it's simple to share your documents with others and collaborate. Select Share, enter a name or email address, type a message if you want, and select Send. Or select Copy Link and share the link wherever you want, like in a document, email, or chat message. Need to change the permissions of the link before sharing? Select Link Settings and choose an option. Anyone gives access to anyone who receives the link, even if they're outside of your organization. People in your organization gives anyone in your org who has the link access to the file. People with existing access is for when you want to send a link to somebody who already has access. And specific people gives access only to the people you specify, and the link will only work for people who you give access to. You can also choose if you want recipients to allow editing, open in review mode only, set an expiration date, or set a password. Select Apply, and then Send. Sharing works the same throughout Microsoft 365. Select Share, and the same dialog box opens everywhere, in File Explorer, in Apps, on the web, on Mac, and even on your mobile device.
So there's kind of your basic overview of how to share files in Microsoft 365. Sharing them will allow you to collaborate with the people that you send them to. So they can add updates, they can add comments, they can interject their own thoughts. Now, you saw how easy it was there to share your files in Microsoft 365. One thing that I really want to strongly encourage you to do is to set passwords and expiration dates on those files. It's really common that you share a bunch of files with a bunch of different people, and you forget that they're out there and they're shared, and they could be out there in email. Somebody could send it to somebody else. You don't know who's got control over that file, that link at that point. Now, that is especially true if you share the link with the permission set for anybody. What that means, if the permission is set for anybody, is that anybody that receives that link will be able to access that file. So you want to be real careful of that. And again, I really highly recommend that you always set an expiration date. It might be 6 months from now, it might be a week from now, whatever it is, give the person plenty of time. By the way, if you set the expiration date to, say, a week, that actually gives you a little bit of an opportunity to get some feedback from that person. You can tell them, hey, this is going to expire in a week. Make sure you check it out. And then if they need the file again, they come 2 weeks later, come asking for it, then well, they never even looked at it to begin with. So that's a good little technique for that. Let's take a look at some of the co-authoring tools. After the file is shared, what can you do next with it? And that's in this video here on co-authoring.
Co-authoring in Microsoft Word is a great way to collaborate and do your best work. To start, save your file to OneDrive. When you're ready, share it. Select Share, Add Names, and select Send, or copy link and send it however you want, like in an email, document, or chat message. When your collaborator opens the doc, it'll open in Word, for the web in a browser, or in Microsoft Teams. If more than one person is working on the document, you'll see presence indicators showing where they are working, and you'll see their changes in real time. Comments are a great way to give feedback or ask questions. Right-click a selection and choose New Comment. Add an @mention in the comment to direct someone's attention to a specific point in the document and even assign them a task. When you @mention or assign a task to someone, they'll get an email notification that takes them directly to the comment. While you're in the flow, add follow-ups to remind you of parts that still need work. Right-click in the doc and select New Follow-up. Type what you want and press Tab. @mentions can be used in follow-ups as well, letting you direct a collaborator to the spot you need help with. If you don't want to make edits in the document, but still want to be able to make suggestions, turn on Reviewing mode. Your suggestions will show in a different color, and the owner of the document can accept or reject your suggestions. As the creator of the document, when you check back, it's easy to see what changes have been made while you are away. Blue dots show where content has been added. And different color text shows changes and suggestions. Right-click one to accept or reject it. Mark assigned tasks as completed, and resolve follow-ups. Do your best work in Microsoft Word with collaboration.
Now, if you are not familiar with some of those tools that are available in Microsoft 365, that's probably blowing your mind a little bit because of the workflow enhancements that's available there. The ability to collaborate with your coworkers is unbelievable with Microsoft 365. So just consider this example here where you've got 3 or 4 people that are working on the same document, and you're not necessarily wanting to be editing it. You're wanting to add context, add questions, as you're working through the document. Does this make sense? Does this section make sense? And rather than, putting in your own comments, your own thoughts, you can create a comment @mentioning that person and say, do we need to add some context to this section? And they automatically get that email, and then it's assigned to them as a to-do in that document. They can go in, and as you're working in there, you can see them operating in there in real time. The little flag shows up and lets you know what they're operating on, what they're doing. So then you have the ability with Microsoft 365 to collaborate on documents like Word, Excel, and PowerPoint, to be working with them all in real time together with your coworkers, adding context, adding comments, setting to-do reminders for yourself, set little descriptions about what you need to do, and go into review mode where you can make little tweaks and little changes and little updates for the original author to either be able to accept and approve or deny the changes. So it's a great feedback medium and gives you the ability to work with a bunch of people on a single document in real time. And it's definitely the kind of tool that you need if you're in a large organization where you've got a whole team of people working on the same documents. I hope you found this interesting and helpful. I hope that you have a wonderful day today. Tune in tomorrow for some more Microsoft 365 tips. And until then, have a great day.